What if the most important message you'll ever receive has already been sent? Not through a text message, not through a phone call, and not through a sign written across the sky, but through a quiet voice. A voice you've been ignoring your entire life. A voice that warned you before certain mistakes. A voice that nudged you toward opportunities. A voice that appeared during your darkest moments. Now here's the real question. It's not whether God is speaking. The real question is, are you listening? And by the end of this video, you'll discover 7 powerful ways people mistake God's voice for their own thoughts. Every single day, thousands of thoughts pass through your mind. Most arrive and disappear within seconds. But every now and then, a thought feels different. It arrives unexpectedly. It carries a strange sense of clarity. It pushes you toward kindness. When anger feels easier, toward courage. When fear feels safer. Many spiritual traditions describe these moments as divine guidance. Not loud. Not dramatic. Not overwhelming. Just gentle. Like a whisper. Inside a crowded room. The problem is, modern life has become louder than ever. Notifications. Deadlines. Stress. Endless distractions. And the quieter something is, the easier it becomes to miss. But how can you tell whether it's God's voice or simply your imagination? Most people expect divine communication to be dramatic. Thunder crashing from the sky. A supernatural vision. A booming voice from heaven. But what if? That's exactly why so many people miss it. Imagine a teacher. During an important exam, the teacher doesn't shout the answers. The teacher watches, guides, allows growth. Because some lessons can only be learned through listening. Not through force. Not through fear. Many believers describe God's voice as calm, peaceful, patient, never demanding, never panicked. Because fear pushes, but wisdom guides. And there's one feeling that often appears when people believe God is leading them. One of the most common descriptions of divine guidance is peace. Not comfort. Not certainty. Peace. A deep inner calm. Even when the path ahead seems uncertain. History is filled with people who walked directly into the unknown. Yet somehow, they felt strangely calm. Everything around them was chaotic. But within them, there was stillness. Because true guidance doesn't always remove the storm. Sometimes, it teaches you how to walk through it. But peace alone isn't enough. Because many people mistake emotions for guidance. Whenever a thought appears, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Question number 1. Does this lead toward wisdom or destruction? Question number 2. Does this encourage growth or selfishness? Question number 3. Would acting on this make the world slightly better? The answers may not arrive immediately. Sometimes they take time. Sometimes they require honesty. But patterns reveal truth. And over time, guidance that consistently leads toward purpose becomes easier to recognize. Because genuine wisdom always leaves evidence. But what happens when God seems completely silent? Almost everyone experiences seasons of silence. Moments when prayers feel unanswered. Moments when direction feels absent. Moments when heaven feels far away. But silence does not always mean absence. Think about a seed buried deep beneath the soil. From the surface, nothing appears to be happening. Yet underneath, growth continues. unseen, quietly, patiently. Some of life's greatest transformations occur in invisible seasons. The silence may not be punishment. It may be preparation. And the final sign is the one most people overlook. The strongest sign of divine influence isn't information. It's transformation. Ask yourself, does this voice make me more compassionate, more patient, more courageous, more honest? Because a message can sound impressive, but real guidance changes behavior. The greatest spiritual experiences in history didn't simply inform people. They transformed them. And transformation always leaves fingerprints. Now let's connect everything together. Maybe God's voice isn't hidden. Maybe we've simply been searching for it in the wrong places. Perhaps it arrives through wisdom, through peace, through conscience, through unexpected clarity, through opportunities, through people, and sometimes through silence. And maybe, just maybe, it has been speaking all along. If this message touched your heart, comment below, "I'm listening," and tell us what moment in your life felt like divine guidance. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more powerful spiritual stories and life-changing insights. And remember, sometimes the loudest answers arrive as whispers. Microphone sparkles. For more such videos, like and subscribe the channel.